Okay, hi everyone, Instagram. All right, I am live. Today we are going to talk about, are you a wise person? Let's see. All right. All right, let's see who's on. Hi, Lola. Okay, okay, yes. The volume is on. Making sure the volume is on. Okay. Um, okay, Miranda can't join us. She's in a mentorship. So yes, hi everyone. I know it's been a while. It's been a while, but let's talk about what are your victories? What are your success? I want you to think about that for a second. I don't know why my little tablet's making me do this thing backwards, but let's see. Okay, I may have to turn this volume down a little. Okay. All right, so what are your victories and what are your success? So yay for me. We just had a closing. And I just got another referral. So I'm really excited. I'm a commercial business broker. So I work with residential agents, and agents don't do the same thing I do. So if you are a realtor and you don't sell businesses and you do not sell commercial properties, all right, I'm very happy to speak with you. I know many of you reach out to me, you either text me or, find me on my DM and my Facebook or Instagram. Of course, there's certain requirements. So just always, feel free to reach out to me. I always answer. So I am very grateful for all your referrals. Okay. And thank you so much for reaching out, because we're thinking we're going to get another commercial listing in South Tampa. So I'm super excited about that as well. Um, oh, thank you, babe. Yes, closing. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Linda. Hey, honey. I am just show some of our friends. Hey, babe. Linda, she travels around the world. So I love that. We are part of a mastermind. And I love that I can meet all these wonderful ladies from around the world. Where else in the world are we going to be able to meet all these wonderful ladies, all the wonderful people that has the same mindset and on the same level, right? And all these ladies, I guess we can say we are wise. We do have wisdom. Hey, Lola. And Lola said, hi, Linda. I don't know if you guys can see each other on the YouTube there, but definitely you can see it there. Your favorite realtor. Hey, favorite realtor. Hi, how you doing? Um, Hang on, let me get this thing going on here. So let's talk about, are you wise? All right. Are you a wise person? So I asked my buddy Chad, I'm just gonna call him Chad, all right? Chat GPT. And I don't know if you use it, and if you don't use it, you are definitely missing out, because it helped me so much. It's like having a free virtual assistant, so I can't really see my thing here on my tablet. Okay, I got it. I got it. Cool, cool. That is perfect. So I can see who's on and who's watching. Okay, cool. We got that. All right. Okay. So there are some traits that I looked up of a wise person. Okay. Let me just give everyone the little shout outs. Hello, Queens. Hey, babe. Yes, I love that. We get to meet all these wonderful ladies from around the world, London, Netherlands, right? Where else? Dubai. I mean, just all over the globe, and even like the US, California, Oregon, Texas, New York, my northerner up north girls, right? Um, I am no longer up north, but hey, share all the wonderful cold stories. I love to hear them, but I'm just not there for them. Alrighty, okay, let's do this. Okay, all right. One of the traits of a wise person, okay? Open-mindedness, right? A wise person is open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences, understanding that there is always more to learn. Yes, right? Isn't that true? Someone, if you're a wise person, you are always open-minded. And I want to share something too. As you get, wisdom comes with experience, right? So sometimes, and we are in if you're in a sales job, you are not in a sales job. You are in a relationship business. And once you get that right, you are in a relationship business or in a relationship space, not a sales space, then you are going to be able to build more business, right? And you're going to get more business that way because you are in a relationship um, space. Okay. So I just want you to remember that if you're in sales, any job you do, services, they all boil down to relationship, right? And being a relationship is that you got to have good communication skills, right? And another part of having good communication skills, it's knowing how to listen, right? And knowing the kind of characteristics that person you're dealing with. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the four DIS assessment traits, right, of a person. So you have, the DIS is called, one is a dominant, one is the influencer, one is the more steady person, and one is the more concise, right? Concise, they like data, right? They want you to prove everything to them. A lot of times they're going to be scientists, engineers, and doctors. The one with the S personality trait, they are more steady, so they like relationship. They're more like building relationship, and they may be uh like a little, you may feel like they're a little slower to get to know you a little bit because they're trying to warm up with you, but they also like systems, right? um and then you have the influencer. They're more about the fun, the people. They love to network, right? They just love people. Okay, so they like to socialize. And you got the D people. The D people, they are like, what is the bottom line? What is in it for me? If you don't have what they're interested in, they're gonna say, okay, goodbye. And the D, the dominant and the influencer, they're more of a faster paced people. And then the S and the C, they're a little slower paced. So you have to know the different personality types that you're dealing with, right? That's what it's called, building rapport. How do you build rapport with other people? You got to mirror them and mirror their personality. If you're dealing with someone, they're more fast paced and you're slow paced, you better get with them and be fast paced, right? And if you're dealing with someone who's a slower pace, right, personality, and you're fast paced, you need to slow down to build rapport with them, because people like to do business with people they like, right? And normally the people they like are the people that's like them. All right. So the reason I mention things, like, being open with new ideas and listening, is that you just got to be open minded. And sometimes you probably hear things three or four, 5 times already. And one of my mentors said that, when someone tell you something, keep saying, if you just keep saying, I know, I know, I know, you kind of shut your brain down, right? You shut out that little space in your head. And sometimes people can be saying something to you, even for the 10th or 11th time, you know, that may hit you another way, because it could be something that you are dealing with, that you're working with, and, you could be avoiding. So therefore, they're kind of like a reminder, right? So always keep that open mind and just listen to them and just listen. Okay, so what's funny, the other day, I was at an event the other day. It was a birthday, someone's birthday party, and a friend of mine's. We were just talking, and we're just catching up on life and things like that. And not to get too deeply, but there are things that I was saying. I'm like, wow, how things in your life, you tend to sometimes think of a particular person a certain way, And then you're like, oh my gosh, I so regret that I thought this of that person, and like, sometimes people just show up and you're super surprised, like, wow, especially if there's going to be some people that you expect certain things from them, or you think that, they'd be a certain way and they show you something else. So those are like expectations, right? So my friend was like, that comes from wisdom. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so freaking right. It comes from wisdom, and wisdom is through experience. I have a question for you all, the ones that are watching. Now, do you know who in the Bible was the most wise man of them all? All right, if you know who that is, put that in the comment section. All right, the wise men of the Bible. I wonder if you guys know. Okay. Thanks, Lola. You like my lashes? Thanks, babe. Okay. Just answer that. Think about it. You can Google it or whatever. Get to it later. I'll get to another trait of a wise person. Okay. Another trait of a wise person is empathy. They show compassion and empathy towards others, understanding and respecting different emotions and viewpoints, right? Um, See, it's just, showing compassion and, having empathy towards other people, right? Doesn't that show you that it's a sign of a wise person? You're understanding, and you're respecting different emotions. That also comes from wisdom. And that's also going to make you a really a person that's going to be easy to like. A lot of people are going to like you because of that. You're easier to deal with. Humility. A wise person is humble and recognizes that they don't have all the answers. They are willing to admit when they are wrong and learn from their mistakes. Absolutely. Yes, a wise person is humble. And I know sometimes a friend of mine, we were talking before, a couple of days, well, last week probably, and we were talking about being humble. And if you look up the word humble in the dictionary, it says all these things. It's like putting down, like being smaller, right? But we're talking about, the Bible humble. Okay. So a wise person is humble and recognize that they don't have all the answers, right? And they're willing to admit when they are wrong and learn from their mistakes. So my girlfriend and I were talking earlier, and when you hit a certain age in your life, right, you are, willing to own up to your mistakes. Okay. And I also had this conversation with another friend of mine's, you know, and what did she say? Oh, Lola, that was you, babe. This is what she said. If you own up to your faults, okay, and your mistake, other people can't do it to you. And that's really true. So whatever it is about yourself, right? If you just tell them, hey, I'm this, I'm that, people can't say it to you. And therefore, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself in that way as well, because, you already tell them who you are and you are, upfront and honest about it. Therefore, what can people say about you, right? When you've already air it out. And once you air it out, you will feel so much better, right? And then just, owning up to your mistakes, because we all make mistakes because we're not perfect, even though we could be wise, but we still make mistakes, right? So the best part is just own up to it. Okay, let's see. Comments. Solomon, yes, girls, yes. Linda says Solomon. Lola says Solomon. You're absolutely right, King Solomon. And do you ladies know why? Why did you know? I mean, how did he get his wisdom? Google and let me know. We're gonna get back to that really quickly. And it's very interesting. I love listening to other YouTubers, right? You learn so much, from them as well. So, ladies, yes. Um, Put your comment below and I'll get back to you later on why and how he got his wisdom. Google it. Google it. Okay, the next trait of a wise person, self-awareness. They have a deep understanding of themselves, including their strengths, weaknesses, and emotions. They are reflective and continuously strive for personal growth, right? Don't you think so? That is a huge trait of a wise person, right? You have a deep understanding of yourself, right? Including your strength and your weakness, right? And your emotions. So wise person know, okay, I am good at this, right? And they also know I suck at this and I need to get better at that. And what did they do? What do they do? They look for someone who has the experience and, accomplish what they already want to do. So, knowing that what your strengths or weaknesses are and what you need to be better at, right? And continuously strive for personal growth. Because regardless of where we're at, right, we are always going to try to be better. So, self awareness is one of my top traits. Okay, comment. Let's see. All right. Okay, Lola, I will let Solomon be on my roster. Shut up. Oh my gosh, girl. Yes. He was the richest man alive back then, right? Yeah, girl, you're going to be his freaking 3,000 concubine, okay? You just only need to see him once. Linda's laughing. Yeah, be on your roster. Absolutely, babe. He'll probably give you your own land. And so, ladies, are you guys going to look up how did he get his strength of being the wise men of the world? I'll let you look that up while I go down my list, okay? Of another trait of a wise person, good judgment. Wise individuals have sound judgment and make decisions based on careful consideration and reflection rather than impulsivity or emotion. Okay, you know me, and some words I do have a challenge with. So I'm gonna be a wise person, all right? And I would just Google. I would just go to Google that word, and then later on the dictionary will help me enunciate that word correctly. So that's another trait of a wise person, right? If you don't know something, look it up. Google that thing. Okay. Linda said, okay, we're still going back to the question, right? How did Solomon get his wisdom? Linda, you are on point, babe, but do you know how? Do you know why? Okay, this is what happened. All right, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like to be wrong, right? When it comes to the Bible, but oh, okay, let me say hi to some of my friends here. Floss Clothing. Oh, yes, absolutely. You can hop on. I don't know how to do. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh shit. Request to join. All right. Oh, it means that he can go live with me. Okay. I don't know how that can do, but okay. All right, Floss Clothing. Hi, say hi. We're talking about Solomon, all right, how he got his wisdom. Hi, Kay Murdoch. Hey guys. Okay, hop on. How did King Solomon get his wisdom? Okay, so God was very pleased with him, right? So he grant him a wish. And so God was like, what would you like? This is not word for word, but this is something similar. Okay. And then he said, give me wisdom. Boom. He said, give me wisdom. And oh my gosh. Okay. Since we're on this, you know me, so my mind, I can jump back and forth. Okay. So I know a lot of people can't do that, but I can actually jump back and forth. Here it is. I'm going to show you this. All right. Proverbs 16:16. How much better is to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. Okay. So hi Jamal. How you doing? So okay, let me see if any of my Facebook buddies on here, because I don't want to leave anyone out. So come on, say hi. Don't be shy, guys. All right. Okay. All right, so how much better is to get wisdom, right, than gold? He did not ask for riches. Okay, he just asked for wisdom. Isn't that smart? What would you ask for if you were granted one wish? What would you ask for? And do you know what's funny? Everyone in the kingdom came to see Solomon, right? So he was like this popular. You can't say he was a public figure back then, right? Because what Queen Sheba went to visit him, right? There's so many leaders from different kingdom went to see Solomon, and they always brought him money. So King Solomon is actually the king of motivational speaker, right? He was the king of like the teachers that we see today. So, all these people popping up and coaches and stuff like that, it's nothing new. It is nothing new. King Solomon was the father, right? He was a teacher, he was a coach, he was a mentor to many people, right? Because they learned about wisdom, right, through Solomon. All right, so Proverbs 16:16, and it's also written by Solomon. How much better is to get wisdom than gold? Ha. So keep that in mind, because you can have gold, but you have wisdom, you could take that wherever you go. Because gold, what if you don't have it? What are you going to leverage off, right? So it's always best to have wisdom. Okay. All right. I told you I can jump back and forth. So let's go back to another trait of a wise person. All right. Good judgment. Wise individual have sound judgment and make decisions based on careful consideration and reflection rather than impulsivity or emotion. I think I just mentioned this earlier. And then I jumped on to something else. All right. So Gigi Live. Hey guys. So anyone you guys like to join, you have a comment, please put it in the section over there. All right. So let me see. Okay, where am I going with this? Judgment. All right, judgment. Now, this is really important, right? And I was having a discussion earlier with a friend of mine's, and we were talking. I'm like, listen, when you're older and wiser, right, you got to pick people that you're around, pick your friends wisely, right? Because remember that word that's saying, right, birds of the feather flock together? Yes, that is true, right? That is really true. Birds of the feather flock together. So if you're out with someone and they're very loose, okay, they're probably drinking a lot, they're really loose. I was sharing with a girlfriend of mine, I don't go out with this girlfriend anymore because I do not want to put myself in that situation. Because if I'm with someone and they're flirting with, oh, Alicia, hey babe, oh my god, hey girl, oh my gosh. You're so funny. I don't know what's up with that melon. But anyways, back to the story, choose your friends wisely too, right? You have to know, and you got to have good judgment, right? And when you have experience and you have wisdom, you'll know what kind of people you want to keep around you, right? Because you don't want because people will judge you based on your friends. Okay. So if that friend is not a good person, they may somehow in time think that you're not a good person or you're not trustworthy. Yeah, you're laughing. Yeah. So, certain people that I go out with, I was like, no, I do not want to put myself in that situation where I have to tell someone, don't come near me, don't bother me, I don't like you, because if you're out there, with someone and they're pretty loose, they're out there and, I'm talking about, right? Then it puts you in a situation too. Then they'll come with their friends. They think, well, your girlfriend is like this. So are you. And, just remove yourself from those situations where you have to, offend yourself. That's no good. Lamya, hey babe, hey honey. See, and she's from India. You see that? Isn't it great that internet is like so amazing, right? We have friends from like all over the world. Linda, where are you right now, sweetheart? Linda is up north somewhere. Lola, I'm still laughing at you, Solomon. You would let him be on your roster. Oh my gosh. That's just funny. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Okay, so good judgment. Okay, one last thing. All right. Curiosity, right? A wise person is curious about the world around them, asking questions, seeking knowledge, and exploring new ideas with enthusiasm, right? Yeah, you got to be curious. You got to be curious and you got to ask questions. And don't just ask just to ask. You really want to be a curious person. What's that saying? Don't be interesting, but be interested, right? When someone is telling a story, don't just like, listen to understand, right? Listen to understand. And you know what? Ask questions. Do not be shy. You need to be bold and ask questions. I want to share that with you guys. You guys got to ask questions, okay? Don't be afraid to not ask questions, because there's a lot of people now, we are not keeping other people accountable, right? If someone does something, or, say something that you're not sure of, it's okay to ask questions. And even though it may make you look and feel stupid, like, hey, can you clarify that for me? And even this person may have like 4 or 5 freaking degrees. Oops, 4 or 5 degrees, and they can't explain it. And just ask them, okay, well, if you were to explain this to your 5-year-old niece or your fifth grader niece or nephew, how would you explain this to them? Right? Because sometimes people, they just think that because they're in this profession that you should understand and know what they're talking about, but that's not true, right? Because we all have our own jargons and lingos, right? Just like, in different places of the even of the states, what is a sub, what is a jug, what is a hug, right? What is a hoagie? I'm like, what? You guys know what hugs are? Hugs is like the original hugs, almost like, today's Gatorade. It's like this sweet juice drink. It used to be a 25 cents, called hugs. What is a sub? Sub is a sandwich, right? And we call it a hoagie. Like, okay, New York, they call it a sub. Philadelphia call it a hoagie. And there was like long sandwiches. Um, so yeah, okay, let's see. I got some. Okay. Okay. Lamia, yes. Oh, you're in the Bahamas. Okay. All right. Linda's in the Bahamas. You're back in Eastern time. Awesome. Linda's in Bahamas. That's great, babe. And Lamia is in India, right? And Lola's somewhere up north. She's probably with Solomon right now. Okay, so remember, be a curious person. I also had another quotes I want to share. Okay, here it is. What is a spud? What do you mean a spud? Did I say spud? Sub. A sub, like a sandwich. A sub. You got it, Alicia? A sub is like a hoagie. And what do you call it here? Like a long sandwich with a bread, it's like a French bread or something like that. So in some places call it a sub, but in Philadelphia, that's where I'm from, we call it a hoagie. So I'm like, a sub, like a sandwich. I don't understand, but that's what they got it. That's what they call, or they call soda a pop. Can you get a pop? I'm like, what the heck is a pop? It's a soda. So yeah. So you see all different types of the world, parts in the world, right? Even the same state in the US, right? They will have their own lingo. So do not always assume that, people are going to know what you're talking about, or, that person, you could share it with that person with the 4 or 5, college degrees and stuff like that. Okay, this is what I want to share. Oh, shoot. No, wait. Okay. Proverbs 2:6, for the Lord giveth wisdom out of his mouth, cometh knowledge and understanding. Okay. So the Lord give us wisdom out of his mouth. All right. Give us wisdom out of his mouth, come knowledge and understanding. Got it? So remember that. Okay. And how do we get these wisdom? We can get them through other people, other mentors, and reading, right? And just like, and even like reading the Bible. I mean, that's one of my favorite books that I have there. Because I swear, oh, hey, Nate, hi. So, there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible, and it teaches so much about life. And also, having a positive mindset, manifestation is also, one of the biggest part of it. So yes. Okay. So remember that. Okay. And then I want to, this is like going to be the word of the year. Okay. The verse of the year. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Okay. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. And one of an instructor was speaking, and she said this: many of you guys are speaking deaf, you know, because remember, life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So, what are you going to speak to yourself? Are you going to speak negative words or positive words, right? Because remember, negative self talk are affirmations. If you're telling yourself you're stupid, you're dumb, whatever it is, I'm fat, or I'm not good enough, or I'm poor, or I'm broke, whatever, that's what you're going to be. Okay, that's what you are going to be. And yes, sometimes you got to be a little bit delusional. Okay, and that's okay. Just be a little delusional. So if you have a choice, what do you want to speak to yourself, right? You want to speak death, or you want to speak life? Okay. And whatever you speak, it's what you love. And sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't love it, but I do love it. Just like, sometimes we get into certain relationship with certain people, right? You may say, oh, this person's horrible. They're not good for me, but you're still there. So it means you love it. Okay. Um, Alicia, a spud is a potato. A sub, S-U-B, not S-P-U-D. A sub. You're funny. What is that green thing, girl? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. We got a comment. What did you say there, Alicia? I didn't see the comment, honey. You're so funny, Spud. I'm gonna call you Spud. Hey, Spud. Okay. All right. So, um, I know I mentioned this to you guys before. The word of the year. We are still in January, so it's funny. Time flies, but it was still kind of slow. I'm like, wow, it's only been a month, right? So, what is your word of the year? What word or slogan resonates with you? To the ones that saw me last week, a couple weeks ago, and ones that did not. Mine is going to be, again, it was a friend of mine's, be authentically you. Okay. Be authentically you, your authentic self. People are going to love you and like you because of who you are, not who your representative is. Okay. Not who you're representing, because people are going to know. People, especially the wise people, right? People in our age, our frame, or whatever, even the one is not that wise, they're going to know who you are. All right. So you don't need to self boast, right? And you do not need to do any more extra fake attributes that is not true. Just be who you are, and people are going to love you based on who you are. Okay. And if they don't like you, they are not your people, right? Because we all connect with people that are like us. And if you're attracted to a specific kind of friend group or whatever, and you're not like that, maybe actually give yourself a pat on the back for that, because it means that you want to be like those folks over there. So why not try to be like them? Okay. And be authentic. And I'm not saying, be fake and not be yourself, but, this is a life experience, right? And we are not always going to be the same person, right? We are always going to grow. We are always going to evolve. Sometimes we fall back into the baby category, okay? And that's okay. Because every time when you fall back, you always get back up, and you continue growing, you continue growing. All right. So my word of the year is be authentically you, right? Not be what people think I should be, not just to be someone's friend so they can like me and I can be cool, right? And even like when you're dating a dating relationship, sometimes, when we're dating, we tend to try to be, easygoing, and we try to be cool so we could be likable, right? It's like, being a people pleaser. But you know what? Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't be a people pleaser. Of course, I'm not telling you not to be a good person, not to be nice, not to be generous, okay? But be authentically you. Don't do something that is going to make you feel like, oh my gosh, um, feel violated, or do something that is going to degrade you, or do something that it does not feel good to you. All right? Don't do it. Do what feels good to you. Now, if you are a selfish person, I would change that and say, okay, don't be like that. be more selfless. Okay. If you are a selfish person, if you're always about yourself, do something different. But I'm talking about speaking to the people who are, genuinely like nice people, and they try to be nice because, you know, people like nice people, but also at the end of the day, nice people always have a hidden agenda as well. Hello, right? Yes. So it's always good. Hi, Linda. Hey, sis. It's always good to be genuinely, a nice person. Um, Ruth. Okay. Hey, babe. Let me see. Lamia. Hey, Ruth. Do you wanna? Oh, she can't hear me. She'll message me, PTS or whatever. So, like I was saying, be genuine, be you. Again, if you're those nice people just doing things so someone can like you, that's not being genuine, all right? Um, so yeah, I hope you get my point there. All right. Be authentically you and put yourself first, because you can only give from your overflow. All right. But you're giving to people and now you're thinning out. You don't have any more to give. That is not going to be good. And therefore, you are going to be a resentful person. You're going to resent other people because you're over giving. Okay, and you're over giving, and many times women are like that. We're kind of over givers, and that's why sometimes people think that, oh, they are bitter and this and that, because sometimes we tend to over give, and then later on you feel like, oh my gosh, I've given so much and I'm not getting anything back, especially in a relationship, right? Being a people pleaser. Hey babe, yeah, like it's always great to be nice, but always be genuine and do what feels good to you and know the boundaries. Okay, all right. And yeah, have good judgment. Keep those people around you, those friends, who they are, right? Especially with me, like the stuff that I've been going through, like it really exposed and let me know who my true friends were and who are really not, and you know what? That is beautiful. I love it. I love it. So yeah, things gonna happen in life, and you know what? You're at your age, you haven't died yet. So, until you go lay there, 6 feet under, or, go to sleep, you are always going to be dealing with something and something new. Okay. All right. Do you ladies have any comments or want to say anything? Does anyone have anything to say? And if not, I want to go over the muscle testing that I was talking about the other day, last week. So, yes. Anyone have anything else to add? If not, we're going to do a little muscle testing. And so, muscle testing is like kinesiology, right? And I have been trying to get this, like, master it, perfect it, like over 20 years ago. And I think back then, I had so much going on. And when you're at a certain age, right, no wisdom, you're always trying to rush to get to the finish part, the finish line. And because of that, there's certain things that you're not going to get right away. So I want to, do this little exercise with you all. And okay, everyone ready? You ladies ready? Okay. All right. I'm assuming that you ladies are ready. Okay, cool. So let's do this muscle testing thing. Okay. And you can use this with friends, with food, things like that, or a decision, especially a decision when someone asks you for a favor, right? And you're not sure. This is going to help you make that decision. You're about to buy something. If you're about to buy something, okay? um, and you're not sure, try this exercise. Okay, so if you're sitting on a chair, except if you're driving, don't do this when you're driving. If you can stand up, stand up. But if you're sitting in a chair, you probably just tilt your chair back a little bit. So you're kind of sitting on the tip of it. And then I want you, okay, to put your hand on your heart, okay, and think about something you really, really, really love. It is not something that you're gonna have a love-hate relationship with, okay? Like, okay, example, like I love ice cream, right? Okay, so I'm going to say, I love ice cream. So close your eyes. Think about that thing that you truly love. Ice cream, fried rice, fried chicken, whatever. It could be food. It could be like a handbag or, whatever that is. Okay. Don't use a specific person because sometimes when you people use a specific person, you have a love hate relationship with this specific person. All right, so think about it. Close your eyes, right? And think about that thing that you love. Like for me, okay, it could be like strawberry shortcake sundae. How's your body feeling? Oh, you know what? Actually, I think that I need to stand up because some reason, right? I'm not really feeling it when I'm sitting down. So you may want to like stand up while you're doing this, okay? And sometimes maybe like there's a lot of people watching, so you may not be able to get this right because it works better with me when I'm kind of like by myself standing up. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, all right. Okay, strawberry shortcake sundae. I love whatever that is in your mind. Think about what you love, and you could say it out loud because I can't hear you anyway. Like, I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Breathe in, breathe out, let your body relax, okay? And see what direction your body is going when you're telling yourself what you love. Okay, what direction is your body going? How's your knees feeling? Okay, if you did it right, your body is probably tilting forward, right? Is it? Okay, all right, let's sit down for a second. Okay, the reason why I want you to sit down because we're gonna do a next step. Okay. All right. This is the next step. Okay. Just fling your hands a little bit. Remember that thing you really, really love, right? Did you guys get that? Huh, Lamia? Huh, Lola? Linda? Did you ladies get that? Do you know how your body was feeling? Okay, so now I'm gonna get up. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right, get up now. Okay, so next step, okay? Think about the same thing. And now I want you to think about you hate it. Tell yourself you hate it, okay? Okay, I hate ice cream. I hate ice cream. I hate ice cream. I hate ice cream. I hate whatever you hate. That thing that we're talking about that you love again, okay? What do you love? Tell yourself that you hate it. Do you feel your body going backwards? How did you feel? Yes, yep. How was your body going? Was it tilting backwards, right? Because you hated that? Hey, Eric. Right? Did your body goes backward? Did you feel like your body going backward? All right, now tell yourself you love it again. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Tell your body you love it and tell your body you hate it. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, do you feel like that resistant, right? Like you tell yourself that you hate that thing you love, and then your body is like going that way forward, right? And then when you say you love it, you're more relaxed. Like, your body is relaxed, you love it, and you're leaning towards it, right? Okay, cool. I think you got the drift here. All right, guys. All right, ladies. Okay. Um, do you ladies have any comment, any last word before I let you go? Wow, we've been on here for like 44 minutes and I have to work on my expert system. Yeah, so so I'm trying to do that. I would love to get up a little earlier, but I can't when I'm staying up so late working on my other stuff, right? So, yes, this is the Magic Monday manifestation. Okay. Again, I want to continue having this. I will be adding more things to it, more educational things, and also interviews. So if you have something that you would love to discuss and share to the world, I'll be happy to have you join me live. We could do like a conversational thing. It could be about your business, whatever that is. All right. So don't be shy. Reach out to me and let's just make it fun. All right. So remember these traits, okay, of a wise person. Hang on, let me see. Lovely Solomon Queen. Okay. Hey, Uncle Fabby, how you doing? Yes. Oh, you can call me Queen Solomon. Okay, cool. You're so cute. This is what Lamia say. Oh, and Uncle Fabby. Hey. Okay, so let's go back to some of that recap. All right. Traits of a wise person: open mindedness. Okay. Wise person, you're open to new ideas, right? And also having empathy, showing compassion, showing that you care towards other people, understanding and just respecting other people's opinion. It could be even politics. Hey, you know what? Things about politics. Like, hey, if they love that, they love that. Some men like women with dark hair, some women with light hair, some women's bigger, someone's smaller. Like women, some women prefer really tall men. Some women don't mind that, or some women want big, muscular guys. Some women are okay with average dudes. So just respect other people's opinion, okay? Remember, these human beings and people are not your God. So you do not, have to treat it like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, all right? Because people have their own opinion. So let them, you like vanilla, I like chocolate, whatever, strawberry shortcake. Shoot. Some people don't like ice cream. Strawberry over ice cream, and that is okay. We make the world go round. All right. Humility, just humble and recognize that you don't have the answers, right? And you're willing to admit when you're wrong. Okay. That's another trait of a wise person. And self-awareness, right? Have a deep understanding of themselves, including your strength and your weakness. Okay. And your emotion and reflective and continually strive for personal growth. That makes a wise person. Another trait that makes a wise person is having good judgment, right? Wise individual have sound judgment and make decision based on careful consideration and reflection. Okay. Rather than being impulsive and, base it off emotions. And that's where the muscle testing thing comes from. See, I snuck it in there. And the last but not least is, curiosity, right? A wise person is curious about the world around them, asking questions, seeking knowledge, and exploring new ideas and enthusiasm. Okay. All right, everyone. Let me see. You're average. You're average. Okay. Hey, people love average people too. You see, there's a seat for every ass. Okay. You're average, but you're muscular, right, Uncle Fabi? Yes. Plant-based, plant-built. All right. Okay. All right, Uncle Fabi, do you have any last word? You want to add in what is a trait of a wise person? You're pretty wise. Um, I don't know if you guys know Fabrico, but yeah, he's an amazing story. He used to be like uh way average, extra average. You know what's funny? Oh, remember, Fabi, we had this conversation and we were talking about which person you think is stronger, the person you were, the 300-pound guy, right? Or the person that you are right now. And I love that when you said no, the stronger person was that overweighted person. And I was like, what? I picked the strong guy. And you were like, no, the strong person was the overweight person, because the person that was strong, he can continue doing what he's doing, right? To keep up, to maintain that. But that person that was overweight, he was the stronger person, because it took a lot of strength for him to get up, right? And do the damn thing and execute and become that person that he is today. So I love that. That was a very That was very wise. I would say that that was true wisdom. So yes. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. It was nice hanging out with you all. Um, like, share, subscribe. I try to make it every Monday. Oh, Uncle Fabi, you know what? I'm going to have you here next Monday. I will follow up with you. We'll love to have you here because we had such an amazing conversation the other day, months ago. And it felt like some of the things that you were just speaking to me, like, holy smoly. So I would love to have you on here. Okay, I'm going to reach out to you. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end it for the evening. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. God bless you all. And see you in the next. Okay. Again, like, share, subscribe. If you're inspired to share, please go ahead. And if you would like a strategy session, and I would love to chat with you as well. I am also in a I actually created a program, How to Network Like a Pro. I am also going to be putting together a workshop. All right. It's called How to Network Like a Pro. And my name is Minh, I'm a realtor, confidence in public, and online speaking coach. Okay. The best way to network, it's online or doing presentation, right? This is how you can maximize your time effectively. Do one video, do one presentation, and reach more people than just one. Do you like that better? I do. So, okay. All right, guys. Bye. Good night. See you later.